Deconstructing a well-written story is one of our favorite ways to learn about storytelling. And of course, we love Star Wars, so today we're going to be looking at another episode of Visions. Today we're going to be looking at Season 1, Episode 1, The Duel. And specifically, we're going to be taking a look at how they use setup and payoff to tell a fulfilling story. The storytellers behind this episode were Kamikaze Duga, and it was directed by Takanobu Mizuno. Sorry if I pronounced those names wrong. To set the context for the story, we begin by showing the Ronin traveling the countryside with his droid, seemingly as a wanderer with no particular direction. Coming upon a village which just so happens to have some issues with some bandits in a very Seven Samurai fashion, we can kind of already get a sense of where the story is going to go. However, this one takes a bit of a turn from that one in that this character is not a part of the band of mercenaries that is hired to protect the village from the bandits, even though he does join in the fight against them, thus giving us enough of a difference between this story and its original inspiration. With this difference, the storytellers allow themselves to set up the Ronin as a bit of a wild card, with some differing traits than that of a traditional good guy, the first of which being that he is not a Jedi. In fact, it is heavily implied that he is a practitioner of the dark side of the Force, what with the red lightsaber and all. Once the Ronin gets involved with the battle, he focuses on the only person that matters to him, the bandit leader wielding a red lightsaber, knowing that if he cuts off the head, the rest of the bandits will be easy to deal with. By engaging with her with the Force, we get the setup that this character is a Force user, and the bandit leader even calls him a Jedi. However, with the reveal of his red lightsaber, we are given the great payoff that this is in fact not a Jedi, and what's more, he was a former Sith that abandoned the practice.
Your lightsaber blade is red! Coward!
Unfortunately, I am not a Jedi.
With this revelation, the Ronin uses this time to distract the bandit leader and get the upper hand in their duel. She calls him a coward and he doesn't deny it, our setup for the final interaction they will have together. As the duel continues, it is clear that the bandit leader is the superior swordsman, always having the Ronin on his back leg. With the fate of the village hanging in the balance, the bandit leader gets the upper hand on the Ronin and forces him into hiding behind a waterfall. Knowing that he isn't a match for her with a saber, the Ronin knows that he has to do something unorthodox in order to win their duel. With a setup of using distractions to mask his attacks, he places his lightsaber in the hand of a statue behind the waterfall, drawing her attention. Once again, she takes the bait, and this time he capitalizes on her mistake and stabs her in the back. A coward's move. Even though she knew who and what he was, she still clung to the idea that she was superior and paid the price for it. The storytellers do a great job of setting these moments up and paying them off in unexpected ways, especially for the history of Star Wars being traditionally between the light side and the dark side of the Force. By using that convention and using setups for unusual payoffs, the storytellers weave together a story that delivers on its promises in unexpected ways.